Hi again. It's Artist Perry, back with a new drawing. So what do you think of this one? This is a nice landscape. The rocks were the most fun and the most challenging. We have mountains, we have grass, and we have water. So let's get started. I did a little sketch, but I like to measure. So we have a measuring tool. We have several types of measuring tools. We have pencil. We have an eraser. And we have sharpener. And I have also a blending stump. But if you don't have one of these, you could use a Q-tip. That would be fine. Or your finger. Just like that. Okay, so I'm gonna look at this picture. Oh, we can actually measure. I noticed that this is a little bit longer, so it's not completely in the middle of your horizon line. It's a little bit, there's more of the land and water, the rocks and water. So this is a little bit wider than this, as you can see. And that's pretty much all you need to measure, I would say. So now we'll do so I have a little bit of a sketch here. Let's get started with that. So I'm going to start with the rocks. I had fun with the rocks. So you're going to outline them a little bit. Actually, I see a rock right here that I missed when I was sketching. There's only one rock right around here. Huh? Yeah, I think a rock right here. Okay. You outline it, and then you're going to lighten it a little bit on top. And you're going to keep that light on your rock. This as well. This has another rock right over here, like that. And I lighten it a little bit here, like that. We have some grass coming up here, like that. And then we have this rock right here. And we're gonna leave a little bit of light on top. This one has a little bit more light. So you can use your eraser if you forget to leave a little bit of light. So this is going to be more dark right up here. And then another one here. After after doing this drawing, I went out and I was near a pond, and I was really looking at the rocks and how different they are from each other, and how some of them are wet and have a different kind of a shine to them, and how the other ones are dry from the sun and have a whole different feel to them. So they sometimes drawing makes you more interested in nature, and you start to look at things in a different way because you want to capture it just as you see it, you know. Giving a little bit of lightness. I mean, there's some light, but there's also that darkness that makes that rock come alive. We have this big one over here, so let's see, this one kind of comes like a shape of a something like that. It kind of comes up and it has another round here. Okay, I'm changing my rocks around a little bit. This one is a little bit dark right on top. This one also has a little bit of darkness here. Darkness here. Okay. Okay. Has a little bit of grass growing. So I'm doing my little rocks. This one has a little bit of shading in here. So we got a little bit here, some grass here, some here, some over here at the end. You got some water, it's kind of going this way, over like that. Okay, so let's do a little bit of the grass over here. This is kind of a long grass. It's kind of coming up. You don't have to make it too dark. But that'll give it a little bit of dark and light contrast. This line is just kind of guiding me, but we don't necessarily want to see that. We want to see these things kind of coming up and being kind of uneven, and you can always go back later with the dark that you might want to have. Like that. I think it's a little bit high around here. Goes up a little bit, comes down, and then gets kind of tiny over here like that. Okay. So I'm just going to put what will be there, and will get darker eventually. But right now we're just putting it in to see how it will look against everything else, against the mountain and the water. Okay. Eventually you'll go back and make it a little darker. Good. Looking good. And this is your mountain, which you can make it a little darker. And then you're going to kind of shade it. Not too dark. I might go back again, make it a little bit darker. I think I'm gonna just tilt it a little bit for a second. Let's see how this goes like this. I think it'll go a little bit nicer. Yeah. Let's see. And you know, you could erase wherever it's going a little too high. Okay. Very nice. That's looking nice. Your rock should always have a little bit of a darker shading and then get a little bit lighter. It should not be a flat. In other words, just a flat color, let's say like the mountains are. You want to have a little bit of shade in there, different color darknesses to give it a little bit of depth. Okay. And some more little bit of leaves or grass growing in between the rocks. Kind of nice. This one also is going to get dark. This spot's going to be a little bit darker. And then you have a lot of little grasses growing on here. All which ways. And then you have this one, last rock of ours. Well, we're not going to really give it a bottom. We're just going to give it some shade. And then a lot of different kinds of grass. Okay. So now we're going to do the water. Now where your horizon line is, right around here, you're going to darken it a little bit. That's where your grass is at, and you're going to make it you know, you don't want to leave any of that white. So you are going to go over and have your grass very close to that horizon line. Okay? And then right underneath that is another line. Okay? Another dark straight line. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. Whoops. Okay, and then I'm trying to see how we look there. Okay, now we're going to do the water a little bit. So the way the water is going to be is it starts out dark. And it's just little lines, but they're darker. They're coming down, and as you get lower, okay, you're gonna stay a little dark up there. So it's gonna be a little darker closer to your line, and then as you get down further, it's going to get lighter, and in between, it's going to be a lot of space in between your lines. But right on top here, for about, I'd say, a half an inch, you're going to have some darkness. Those lines are going to be dark. Okay? I go back. And then, as you come it down, you're going to get lighter, and far in between those lines are going to be. Maybe just have a few here, like that. You could have some wave. Doesn't have to be so straight. And it can be dark, and then get lighter as you come down. And you could have a little fish that maybe tried to pop out of the water and leaves a little ring. Have you ever noticed that when you're near a lake? So yeah, remember that up here is going to be darker, and the lines are going to be maybe a little thicker. And then as you get down, that's looking very nice. And then maybe here, if you want, these leaves could get a little bit darker. You could actually make them a little thicker, like little leaves would be. And make sure they're going all kinds of ways. And this could get a little darker here. And then you could have a few long leaves that are kind of bending over, if you'd like. One straight up, maybe. Experiment. Actually, go out and look. Go to a pond. See what you see. You might even see a duck. You might want to do a little duck here swimming. I'm hoping that this drawing will get you to go out and to observe nature and bring your drawing pad with you and just continue to draw and continue finishing this. But it's a good start. And I hope you had a good time. Continue drawing. Take care of yourself, and I hope to see you back here again real soon. This is Artist Perry saying, leave your comments. I hope you like this drawing class. Tell me what you want to do next week, and maybe we'll pick yours. Send in your drawings. I'd love to see them. Take care. Bye for now. Bye.